to everyone. Welcome, hello. Wow. Baruchim haboim, truly, to families all over the world. Would you take a minute to type in the chat box where you are living? I recognize some folks here from Port Washington. I see folks from France. Tell me in your chat box where you are from. Families from Maine, families from Atlanta. Very good. Where else are you from? The Netherlands. Unbelievable. Hollandale, Florida. Oh, so many of you don't have your cameras on. Ladies and gentlemen, we would highly suggest to turn your cameras on. This is a Farbrengen, and the more we can interact like a Chassidische Farbrengen, the more this will be impactful. So I want to encourage, there we go. Now the cameras are coming on in New Jersey. This is unbelievable. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome, and welcome. Raise your hand if you are a participant in this contest. Very good. Raise your hand if you think you are a top contestant. Yes. Well. We will get to our judges and to the winners real soon. We have a fantastic program lined up today. My name is Mendel Lerman. I'm super glad to be back and see so many familiar faces. I feel this is a culmination of an amazing project of Altz and their curriculum. If you've been here all along throughout all of the weeks and all of the curriculums, give yourselves a round of applause because this is real, unbelievable stuff that we're learning about. So if you've been through this, you really deserve a round of applause. But boys and girls, let's loosen up a little bit. Let's play a little bit of a game. Who's ready to do some guessing? I'm going to show on the screen before us some photos. Many of them look like it just can't be real. You take a guess. Why don't you even write in the chat box if you think it's real or if it's Photoshop, if it's a fake. So let's put the first image on the screen. Look at that and tell me if you think that is real or that's gotta be a fake. That looks, I wish I was there. That's beautiful. But is it real? Oh, I see 60% of you are saying it's fake. A few reals, 70% are saying it's fake. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a real photo. That is absolutely real. I'm not a scientist here and I can't really explain to you how this phenomena takes place, but there is a type of natural blue glow that the sea glows with. That's absolutely real photo. All right, let's do another one. Let's see. Keep up. Keep chatting in me if you think that's a real or that's a fake photo. It's a telephone pole suspended in midair. It's got to be a fake. What do you guys think? Real. Wow. Fake. Well, boys and girls, that is actually an absolute real photo. It looks like that defies gravity as the pole is floating, but it's actually held in the air by the wires. That's a real photo. All right, very good. We're loosening up here. Let's do another photo on the screen. This looks like a scary night, a tornado of sort. What is going on in this photo? This is the Eiffel Tower with some real stormy clouds. Is that a real photo or is that a fake? What do you guys think? Type it in there. Some of you guys said a rake. That's like you guys are confused. Is it real or fake? So you guys wrote rake. Well, that photo is a fake. That's a fake. That's a baloney. That's a phony picture. That's actually two photos combined together. One is a beautiful photo of Paris, and then is another one of stormy clouds just combined together. That's a fake. All right, let's go. Let's go to the next photo. This looks like out in Kruger Park in South Africa, where there's a giraffe eating a plane flying by. That's for sure a fake, right? That's a fake. Who votes real? Wow, some of you even think that's real. That is absolutely real. That's a real photo. No, it's not a giant giraffe and it's not a tiny airplane, but it's a very well-timed photo. It's all about timing. All right, and of course, perspective. That plane is a lot further away than it appears to be in the photo, so it gives off the impression that they're so close by. But that is a real photo. Who's ready for the next one? We got a couple more here. This is a beautiful, this could be your little brother hanging out somewhere in the Colorado mountains, beautiful blue lake. Yes, most of you guys are saying this is a fake. That is actually fake. It's a fake. One of the reasons why you know is there's no reflection of that boy in the water. If he was standing that close, the mountains have reflections, but the boy has no reflection. So that boy was obviously photoshopped right in there. That's a fake. Okay, let's do one more as we're warming up here. Very good. All right, look closely. Zoom into that. That looks like a bunch of photos, a bunch of soldiers marching at perfect harmony. Question is, are they all real, or was it just a bunch of different folks copy pasted? Some of you are saying fake, some of you are saying real. What do you guys think that is? Well, that's actually real. That's real. You see, that's what following protocol, that's what following instructions, when they say march 2, 3, left, right, that's what you could end up looking at. So boys and girls, now that we're loosened up a bit and we've got our mind a little more in the imaginative state, things appearing real and things that are indeed fake, why do we bring this up? Many of you are aware and have studied a mimer of the Rebbe, unbelievable in its kind, the mimer called Ve'ata Tetzaveh. And this mimer of Ve'ata Tetzaveh, the Rebbe, actually tells us a secret. He tells us really what his role is. Not often would the Rebbe speak what the job of a Rebbe is. And in this mimer, the Rebbe tells us, do you know what the job of a Rebbe is? Do you know what the job of a Nasi Hador is? It's all about real and fake. You see, Yidden, we are wonderful, wonderful people. Yidden are maminim, bnei maminim. You go to any Yid in the street. Who here has gone on Miftzoyim and you ask the Yid, would you like to put on tefillin? He says, no, I'm not religious. And you say, do you believe in God? Of course, Rabbi, of course I believe in the God. So why don't you want to put on tefillin? What's the connection? I believe in the God, but the tefillin is a tefillin. The belief is the belief. You see, this is what real should look like. If one's emunah, if one's belief in Hashem were to be real, and when I say real, I mean internalized, part of every fiber of your being, don't you think that would affect your actions? Don't you think that would influence you to perform and to behave like a Yid wants? Tefillin. But you see, most of us, our emunas Hashem could stay something hovering, something, we believe in the God, we believe. How do you get that emunah real? How do you make that emunah should be so real for you? And that's the role of a Rebbe. The Rebbe is an neshama klolis. The Rebbe is an neshama that feels and senses and is actually the roish of every single one of us. And the Rebbe makes that our emunas Hashem should be bepnimius, something that is resonated with us, something that we live with and we're inspired by to behave and act as Hashem wills. This mimer of Yata Tetzaveh, in a few moments, we're actually going to see a video of the Rebbe giving out this mimer. It was the last mimer that the Rebbe distributed before Gimmel Tammuz. So you see why this week we are making such a big kach, and Chassidim all around the world learn again and again the lessons of this mimer. Well, at this moment, no rally and no event where Yidden together will be complete without saying Pesukim of Torah. So please turn your attention back to the screen if you weren't looking at it already. And I want to introduce you to the first 6 Pesukim of the 12 Pesukim to be recited by people, lovely families from all over the world. And to start us off, let's go to Flatbush, New York, to the Mendel family to lead us in the Pasuk of Torah. Turn on your cameras, folks. Let's answer as if we're all in 770 live right now and JJ Hecht emceeing. And let's answer with the highest. Let's go, boys and girls. Torah. Eva. Lanu. Moshe. Moirosha. Hilas. Yaakov, fantastic. Thank you very much to the Mendel family. Let's go now to North Dakota, traveling to the Grossman family from North Dakota to please lead us in the Pasuk of Shema. Shema. Yisrael. Adonai. Eloheinu. Adonai. Echad, fantastic. I see many of you answering. I see many of you shouting back. But there are still some folks who are a bit shy. Let's go for the Pasuk of Bechol to Crown Heights to the Rimler family. Bechol. Dar. Hadar. Ayav. Adam. Lirais. Es. Atzmai. Ilu. O. Yota. Thank you, Mitzrayim. Very good. Who wants to go to Manchester, England with me? We will introduce the Heinigsfeld family for the 4th pasuk of Kol Yisrael. Here we go. Kol Yisrael. Yesh. Lahem. Pelek. Le'olam. Abba. Benemar. Le'amech. Kulam. Tzadikim. Le'olam. Yershu. Oretz. Teitzer. Hatoi. Maaseh. Yodai. Wow, I was scared y'all will fall off that tree because you said that with so much highs, but Baruch Hashem. All right, let's go back to Crown Heights to the pre-1A class of Gan Academy, the girls' class, for the pasuk of Ki Korov. Ki. All right. Elacha. Yeah, thank you that was a beautiful job. Wonderful, wonderful. For the 6th pasuk, and we'll take a pause for the pasukim after this, we go for the pasuk of Vehine. Down Crown Street, up Eastern Parkway, down the Lefferts, and a left on Carroll. Just made that up. Wherever you live, the lovely Weiss family, please lead us for the pasuk of Vehine Hashem. Oh, it's 770. Let's go. Vehine Hashem Nitzav Alav Umlai Chal Haaretz Bevoidai Umabit Alav Uvaychein Kloyos Chalev Im Avdai Karaoi. Thank you very much, boys and girls. This would be a fantastic time to make a l'chaim and make a bracha. Whatever you're feeling like. It can even be a cookie. Let's make a bracha, have some grape juice, shahakol or hagofen, whatever you're drinking, whatever you're eating. Make a bracha, baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, shahakol lihiya b'dvarei. L'chaim, l'chaim. Gonna have a bite of some banana. Baruch atah Adonai melech ha'olam b'dvarei. Come on. That's great. L'chaim, everybody. L'chaim v'livracha. If you're looking around the screen like I am, and you're trying to find names and familiar faces, there's one name that is for sure going to stick out. I can't believe he's here with us. Boys and girls, we are privileged, real life, real flesh, to have a creative artist, famous all over the world. You've sure seen his art in some lovely, large, important places around the world, including, of course, 770 and JCM. We would like to introduce Moully or Yitzchok Moully. He was going to do a live presentation. We are so happy to have you. Bruchim abayim. Shalom aleichem.
Aleichem shalom. Shalom aleichem kinderlach. Can you all hear me?
We hear you loud and clear. This is great.
Working. Baruch Hashem. It is such an honor and a pleasure to be here with all of you. So much chaya, so much energy, so much beautiful art here today. So it's wonderful to be part of this.
You got a lot of exciting stuff behind you. We just can't wait to see what you got in store for us.
So we have, someone has some files there, but as a chassid and as an artist, a shliach through the arts, I sat in a Farbrengen with Rabbi Yossi Paltiel years ago, and that Farbrengen changed my life, and that Farbrengen changed my art, and that's what I want to share with you. That the Rebbe gave us the 10 Mivtzayim, and this Farbrengen was about the history of the Mivtzayim and the timeline of when the Mivtzayim was shared and the impact that the Mivtzayim had on the world. That every single mitzvah that we do creates a tremendous Gilui Or. Every single mitzvah we do creates an explosion of energy. Now, the reality is that we're in Galus. So because we're in Galus, we don't get to see the impact of our actions. Sometimes we get a thank you, sometimes we get acknowledgement, sometimes we see how it impacts other people, but more often than not, we do mitzvahs, and we don't get to see it. When Moshiach comes, we're going to get the Gilui Or of all our mitzvahs. So as an artist, I created a series based on the Rebbe's 10 Mivtzayim. So here you have on the screen, you have an image of a Torah. Right in the center, you have a Torah, and around it, you have this splash, this explosion of energy. So actually what I did, I think I was a bit ahead of my time, but I created an app using a technology called augmented reality. Augmented reality is that through your phone, through the screen, you could see another layer on reality that you can't see with your eyes. And really, that's a mashal for ruchnius, because when we do a mitzvah, we make a difference. We create something special. We create a Gilui Or. Now, you can't see it with your eyes. A tzaddik can see Gilui Or with their eyes, but we can't see it. So we can scroll through these images. So this is the mitzvah of tzedakah. So I created two paintings. One painting of just the tzedakah box, the black tzedakah box, against a completely plain background. And then I created a second painting of the tzedakah box and an explosion of energy. And the way the app works, I built an app that when you hold up the phone in front of the blank image, inside the phone, you get to see a video of how that image comes to life. So we have somewhere in the stack over there, we have the video, if you can find it, or we'll scroll through the photos to it. So this is the mitzvah of, what is this? Avas Yisrael. Avas Yisrael, my two daughters, walking together, holding hands, and the Gilui Or, the explosion of energy that happens when we do a mitzvah, when they are in the act of Avas Yisrael. Next slide. This is Bayis Male Svarim, a house full of Svarim. a stack of Sfarim, and again, that Gilui, that explosion of energy. Every single time we do a mitzvah, whether we see it or not, whether we realize it or not, we create a huge impact on the world, and we have to keep on doing our mitzvahs, because very soon we're going to see that Gilui. We're going to actually get to see the result of all the mitzvahs that we do. And here, for all the girls, Shabbos candles. Ner Shabbos Kodesh should cost 3 candles. There was an artist, Rebbe Muchnik, that created a painting with 2 candles, and he sent it into the Rebbe, and the Rebbe said, whenever you paint candles, Shabbos candles, you should paint 3. 1 for the mother, 1 for the father, and 1 for the kinderlach, for the daughters, and for them to be in the center. So, of course, those who have families with even more, you can put even more candles. But the Rebbe said that when painting candles, Shabbos candles, at least 3. And this is chinuch, limud haTorah, chinuch. Again, the black. Each one of these images start off with a black, the gashmias, the physical elements of the mitzvah, because every mitzvah starts with physical elements, right? The actual sefer, the physical book. But then by us learning, by us engaging with it, we transform the physical into the spiritual. We create this gilui, this explosion of energy through our mitzvahs. And this one, can you see it all the way from end to end? Kashrus, kosher, milchiks and fleishiks. You got to keep them all the way as far away as we can, but each one, right? The gilui of each separately and together. Again, kashrus. These are, I was scrolling through all of the Rebbe's 10 Miftzayim. And this is, of course, mezuzah. Mezuzah, the gilui, the explosion of energy. This is the series. This is the series I created, and hopefully here we have videos coming up of seeing the paintings coming to life, the way the paintings happened. This is Taras and Mishpacha. And Tefillin. This is my favorite. In case you were wondering, this is my favorite in the series. The gilui of tefillin, of doing not just tefillin on yourself, but tefillin on others, sharing the mitzvah of tefillin, sharing the opportunity to give other people the opportunity to put on tefillin and to connect with the Eibishter through tefillin. And here, there's this beautiful, colorful explosion of energy that happens every single time we go Miftzayim and share tefillin with someone else. So here's a video. Who's clicking it? Hopefully, yep, someone's got it. So as you can see, this was both the video of the creation as well as the actual making of it, that I started with the blank elements, the dark figures, the chomer, the physical material, the physical part of it, and then transforming that light, that energy that comes. Let's see the next one. So we need to remember, this is a visual reminder that every single time we do a mitzvah, we create a gilui. And that when we get other people to do a mitzvah, we create an even bigger gilui. That's our role, that's our opportunity to bring Mashiach through spreading Yiddishkeit, through spreading Torah, through spreading mitzvahs, and through creating this energy, this explosion of energy, this ruchnias that we create through the mitzvahs that we do.
Next time I'm going to be eating milchiks and fleishiks, I'm going to be trying to visualize this explosion of paint all around me.
So here, have a look. This is the app in action. So you can see in the background, right, is the painting, and then inside the app.
Oh, that's neat.
Is you see
that's
what
really
is happening,
cool.
Right? So you have the iPad just watching. But then when it's placed in front of the mitzvah, the blank mitzvah object, it creates this, you see that explosion. So really that's a reminder that every single time we do a mitzvah, we create a gilui. Every single time we do a mitzvah, we bring ruchnius, we bring Eibishter into this world. And specifically the children, that the children have the tremendous power, the tremendous capacity to impact the world through every mitzvah that we do and every mitzvah that we encourage someone else to do. So Kinderlach, you are going to bring Mashiach.
That's absolutely true. Thank you very much. In a few moments, we're going to be giving tzedakah together. So boys and girls, when you're going to give that tzedakah, it might just look like, putting a penny in the pushka. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that there's these explosions of paint, but of course, really it's Gilui Elikus of Gedlichkeit that's exploding in the world around us in the midst that we do. So thank you for that visualization right there. Yitzchok, Yasher Koach, and I know Yitzchok will be back in a few more moments for some moments we've all been waiting for. But ladies and boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, we have yet to complete the 12 Pesukim. Let's turn your attention away from the screen and then back to the screen, and miraculously you should have a video taking us all the way for the Pasuk of Bereshis to Basel, Switzerland. Basel, Switzerland.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Bara.
Bereshis bara.
Elohim.
Elohim.
Es.
Eis.
Shamayim.
Hashamayim.
And
V'eis.
Haaretz.
Haaretz. Thank you very much for that Pasuk of Bereshis. That was lovely. Now going to Staten Island, New York, near the Statue of Liberty. Let's go to the Katzman family for the Pasuk of Vishinantam Levanecha. Vishinanta Levanecha Ledibarta Beshiftecha Uveisecha Uvelechtecha Haderech Uveshachbecha Uvumecha. Who is ready for the Pasuk of Yogaiti, all the way to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to the Chetzroni family? Let's go with the Pasuk of Yogaiti.
Yogaiti.
Yogaiti. Eloi.
Atasi.
Otsasi.
Al.
Al.
Amen.
Amin.
Loyagaiti.
Yogaiti.
Atasi.
Umatsasi.
Al.
Al.
Amen.
Amin.
Yogaiti.
Yogaiti.
Atasi.
Umatsasi.
Amen.
Amen. Yasher Koyach. Thank you very much. Let's go to Crown Heights, to the Benos Menachem School, the 5th grade class, and Benos Menachem girls class for the Pasuk of V'ahavta. Boys and girls, I still want to encourage you all to turn on your cameras. V'ahavta. L'reacha. Amoicha. Rabbi. Akiva. Omer. Zeh. Wow. Gadol. Atira. That was fantastic. And more of you have turned your cameras on. We're still waiting for everyone to turn your cameras on. Let's go now to Great Neck, New York, to the Magen Yisrael family for the Pasuk of V'zeh Kol Ha'adam.
V'zeh.
V'zeh Kol
Adam.
Ha'adam.
Lovely.
Isachlis.
Adam.
Riyasai. Uvrias. All. Ha'olamais.
Amen.
Elyonim.
Amen.
Tachtonim. Liyais. Dai. Ira. Do. Isachtonim. Fantastic. Thank you very much. And let's go now to the country of Canada. To Toronto, Canada, for the last Pasuk of Yismach. The Varovich family. Yes. Israel. Esav. Rosh. Bekal. B. Behu. Zerah. Israel. Yesh. Loi. Ismoyach. Simchas. Shem. Asher. Us. Sameach. Edirasai. That was unbelievable. Do you realize the power right now in this room? And when I say this room, I mean the 125 rooms that are right now tuned in to this rally. There is no doubt in my mind that if Yitzchok Moully was making a picture of this, there would be paint all over the place. There would be explosions left, right, and center. Colors and shapes galore. This is unbelievable. Boys and girls, we are going to now watch a video of the Rebbe distributing the mimer of the Ata Tetzaveh. See if you can spot maybe your mother or father. See if you can spot a Chosn and Kala coming by the Rebbe as well. Oh, first we're going to sing the Liga Shegona. Let's go. Here is the video of the Rebbe distributing the mimer. We'll do some more singing and dancing in a moment. Let's see if you can spot someone you recognize, perhaps even a Chosn and Kala here. Here they come. If you're related to this Chosn and Kala, then put in the chat box. The Rebbe gave them each two. What do you think was the first thing that people did after they got that kovetz? They learned it. I'm sure if you were to walk into 770 after that distribution, you would see 770 packed with men and women studying the mimer that the Rebbe had just distributed, of course, the mimer Ata Tetzaveh on Purim Cotton. Actually, the Rebbe said that mimer on Yud Adar, which is my birthday. So that is a very significant mimer to me as well. Boys and girls, we started doing some singing, but that is not enough for a rally from Tut Altz. So we decided to give you the best of the best. Here is the playlist of Naguna we got in store for you. I want you guys to loosen up a bit. You guys can stand up, maybe jump up and down a little bit, turn on your cameras, and let us welcome Chony Zucker to sing, to dance with us. And here we go.
Okay. All right. I hope you guys hear me. What time is it? Okay. I don't know if you could see. Time for Moshiach. If we could hear reading these letters. Okay. We all agree on that one. Okay, so let's start our exciting program. You hear me, everybody?
Loud and clear, honey.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll start with Yamhine Matoy. Alrighty. Hine Matoy Vumanoyi Shebesachim Gam Yocha. Please join me. Hine Matoy Vumanoyi Shebesachim Gam Yocha. Da 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 da. No, yo, na na na. Yo, na na na. Thinking that the Rebbe taught, Ki anu amecha, Ki yonu amecha beyato Elokeinu ayonu Ovonecho Oy beyato Vinu Ki yonu amecha Oy beyato Elokeinu Ovonecho Oy beyato Vinu La 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 la, la 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 la, Let's pick up the beat a bit, right? Kiyondu Hameto Ibeyato Kindu Kiyondu Moneto Ibeyato. One more time. Kiyondu Hameto Ibeyato Kindu. And we have an English song. Some people requested an English song, so we'll do an English song. Let's see. It's called Dearest Rebbe, I write to you. Dearest Rebbe, I write to you. Amidst my longing and pain, all the good things I do to be closer to you and be with you once again. to the Altz, was kennt you did say, to bring Moshiach, this is the way. Achdus with friends, we're Torah each day, living Moshiach in every way. Let's sing together the chorus. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Rebbe, have nachas from me. Be your chosid, I strive to be. Your will's all that matters. Oh, in these darkest hours, connected forever I'll be. I'm ready whenever I have nachas from me. Oh, your chosid, I strive to be. But your will's all that matters. In these darkest hours, connected forever I'll be. Second part, I'm ready to greet you. Oh, now is the time to do. As I put down my pen, this letter I end, I'll put these words into effect. I part, oh, Rebbe, have nachas from me. Chosid, I'll strive to be. Your will's all that matters. In these darkest hours, connected forever I'll be. Your will's all that matters. In these darkest hours, connected forever I'll be.
Yes, let's do a fast song.
See? Okay. 1, 2. Hey, I told that I don't believe oh, it's on the little piece of a do. Pero imam with the Nicola Shaitos, the Kida stop do, but it's with Setho. Keda with the Kidula with the Setho. I wish him I could do. All like the color. Hey, the Hantandu, we call the Lava, oh, after it's on the little piece of bone, oh, after it's on the little piece of bone, Roy Mato, we call, I'll show you the key that's done, no, the mitzvah self, Roy Mato, we call, I'll show you. Hiskashrus no mitzvah secho, v'keira v'tonu al kinula ha'brikosef, v'keira v'tonu kinula ha'brikosef, v'shiko v'ako, v'lagosoy v'yako, oleinu koloso, together v'shimko, oleinu koloso. Ay, 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 shame is the color. I beg, I'll swing you. I beg, I'll blend. Oh, I lay boy. I go up the estate, Matris. Kirish is Leo, it's love. I go up the estate, Matris. Kirish is Leo, it's love.
Very, very good, Chony. We're going to take a short break at this moment. And boys and girls, let's do some stretching because in one moment, we are going to play a scavenger hunt. Okay. This is a very, very simple game. I am going to give you instructions, things, items, that you need to find in your house and bring them and show them to me on the screen. The quicker you do it, the sooner you win the round. You obviously want to get items that are very close by so you can quickly come back to the screen. So everyone stand up a little bit, do some stretches because we're gonna need some quick and fast legs over here. Let's begin. So for item number 1, for this Moshiach scavenger hunt, who is ready? So you have 30 seconds to bring this item. So for item number 1, please bring to the screen something that helps you connect to the Rebbe. Go! 30 seconds are on. You guys have 30 seconds. Let's go, everybody. Run, 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 find something and bring it to the screen. Beautiful. I see the Boykins bringing a Lekutei Sichos, and there's a tzedakah box, and I see a Tanya. I see Lekutei Sichos. I see $1. I see a siddur. I see lovely things. What else do I see? By the way, this game can only work if your camera is on. Hint, hint. I see Igris Kodesh. I see Rebbe Kinder. What's that over there I see in Living Chassidus? What's that on the screen? Show a little closer. I see the Tem Mitzvayim. Beautiful, beautiful. 5, 4, Rambam, 3, 2, 1, 770. That was fantastic. You guys did a great job. I think you guys get the hang of this. All right. Let's go to the second thing. You guys out of breath? I am. Please bring to the screen a mitzvah object. A mitzvah object, an object that you do a mitzvah with. Good, I see tzedakah boxes. What else do I see here? A lot of tzedakah boxes. Anything else for tzedakah boxes? Baruch Hashem, that's a good sign that many of you have tzedakah boxes in every, or at least the rooms of the trophy. What is that? A mezuzah? Kiddush cup? Oh, a candlestick. A chitas, siddur. What else do I see here? A kinnis hashluchim bag. The little Medrash says, where you learn Torah. Fantastic. Another becher. This is great stuff. A pair of tefillin. Yes, if you have screenshot confirmation, send that over. Absolutely. You can get involved. All right, time is up. Oh, and we also have a $1 bill at the screen from my son. Yes, good job. All right. Let's go to the next picture. Please blink forward a picture of the Rebbe. Picture of the Rebbe. Let's go. Come on, families. Brandman family, the Gordon family, the Katzels, the Stoliks, the Slavatitskis, the Zacklises, the Nemitzes, the Stoliks, the Groners, the Goldfarbs, the Bells, the Bullinins, the Sternas, the Chanas, the Mendels, the Estes, the Marcuses, the Rose family. Let's go. Picture of the Rebbe. Oh, beautiful. Whoever can bring the biggest picture. Stolik family, I saw you had a large picture there. Let's see, the bigger the picture is, the more points you get. The Citron family, very, very original right there. Very good. Clifton Park Chabad. Yes, that's pretty large. Beautiful. Good job. We'll get a picture of the Rebbe. Okay, very good. Time is up. Let's go to the next item. Bring to the screen a Tut Altz book. Tut Altz book, boys and girls. Bring a Tut Altz book. Who has one? Ooh, Freda Schmerling has not just any Tut Altz book, but the latest Tut Altz book. I have a Tut Altz book. This is actually the teacher's manual. Yes, I see Mushki and the Parstiks have one. Who else has got one? Bring it forth. Yes, yes, Stulix, yes. Yes, the Aftons, yes, Chana, very good. Manchester, excellent. Living Hasidus, very good. Good job, everybody. Wow, that was a bit more, few lesser. All right, let's go to the next one. Please bring something that reminds you that Mashiach is coming. What reminds you that Mashiach is coming? If it's your father, you can bring your father to the screen. If it's something, whatever reminds you Mashiach is coming. If it's the Rebbe, you can bring the picture of the Rebbe to the screen. Very good, Slavatitsky's. Who reminds you? What reminds you that Mashiach is coming? Wow, very interesting stuff. A Hatzalah car reminds you that Mashiach is coming. What else do we got here? What are you, Schmerling, I can't really see what you're holding up to the camera. Oh, it's a sitter. The Katzmans are bringing forth a Beis Hamikdash. That's clever. Clifton Park is bringing the Aleph Beis. The Aleph Beis reminds you that Mashiach is coming. It's the Aleph Beis of Judaism. Fantastic. What else? Yechiel's phone reminds him that Mashiach is coming. And Manchester, they have a chauffeur that reminds them that Mashiach is coming. This is amazing. We have coleslaw. I don't know what that means. Okay, very good. Let's go to the next one. Boys and girls, an item that you recently shared with someone else. Bring forth an item that you most recently shared with someone. Okay? It doesn't have to be in this room. It could be in another room. Maybe it was... What do you share with people? Oh, it could be you shared with your sister your toy. Exactly. What do you guys share in the pink house? What do you guys share? The game. You guys share game. Now we're talking. Manchester, they share their pretzels. That's very nice. That's lovely. That's very lovely. Good. This is the last one, guys. You got to bring something forth. You share your snacks. That's excellent. You share your Lego and you share your Sefer. What else do you guys share? Your hat. Yeah, Arya, you let your siblings wear your hat. You share bananas. Beautiful. And the Katzmans share their puppets with each other. This is fantastic. I love the creativity here. The Parsiks, they share they share the game of Risk or Stratego. Very, very lovely. Boys and girls, if you guys are ready, then I am ready, because we are about to introduce the grand finalists with our judges to choose the top winners of this Moshiach contest. Folks, you guys have put in effort, time, creativity, hours, days, nights, and we are very glad to tell you that we have boiled it down to our top contestants, and the judges are lining up to be present and share with us their grand winners. So please, your attention to the screen as we give you the top 8 projects, the finalists of this Moshiach contest. Put your hands together.
Their signs is how can you bring Mashiach? And there's a lot of mitzvahs that the students are doing, sharing, caring. And there is a picture of Love Rain of walking to Shias Mason. And there is a chumash there with all, that's the locker, and that's the board with the teacher. So there's tzedakah, there's davening, there is purifying the ear.
congratulations, boys and girls. I am ecstatic to welcome to the stage, first back, Moully, Yitzchok Moully, back from Moully's Art. Introducing, of course, Chony Zucker, our singer, and Moshe Frank, you know him, you love him, all about art, Moshe, is that right? So we'd like to
yes.
introduce each one of you, and our judges have studied each of your creative arts, my friends, and I believe they have boiled it down to an answer. So our judges, I'm going to hand this to you guys. Take the floor away.
Okay. Okay, Moshe, you want to start?
Is Yitzchok Moully piece in the competition? I don't know if you can give anyone a chance there.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Moshe, all yours. Go ahead, please.
So the competition received many submissions. And as you see, the first round of judges brought it down to 8 submissions. Now we're down to 8 but I understand that every single of the 8 submitters will all be getting a special prize, regardless if they're the top 3 or not. So now, as you know, I just want to say that Chabad in general, the Rebbe, was very involved with art. I was speaking to some other people in other communities who are not Chabad, Litvish and Hasidish, and the guy is like, do your kids know any name of any artist? So I told him, yes, my kids do. There's some very famous artists grew up with Zalman Kleiman, Mendel Lerman, that I would say most kids have been exposed to, that know Yitzchok Moully and the like, artists that we grew up with. So the Rebbe, as it's known, actually helped pay for certain artists to go to art school. Like Baruch Nachshon, the Rebbe actually paid his tuition. The Rebbe made a whole art exhibit gallery in 770. Imagine a Rebbe making an art gallery just for an artist. I don't know if that exists by any other Rebbeim or Rebbes or any thing like that. And actually, Crown Heights is the largest amount of art galleries that I know in the whole North America. So if you look at any other Frum community, you might see one, you might see a framing store, but Crown Heights, Kingston Avenue has the most Jewish art galleries that I know about in the whole North America. Israel, it gets a little complicated. So as we see and know that the Rebbe was a heavy promoter, encourager of art, because some other people maybe look at art as maybe it's not so Yiddish, I don't know. But as we see that the Rebbe was a strong promoter of Yiddish art. And in Crown Heights, every year we have a fair called the Geula Jewish Art Fair. And we do that twice a year. So if any of your kindlach want to come see and maybe have a table where you could sell your art, you could definitely let us know. But some of your art paintings here definitely could qualify to be in our gallery or art fair. So just keep on practicing, keep on learning, and one day you might be as famous as Yitzchok Moully. So don't give up.
Interesting facts I
try
actually
hard.
knew about.
Yep. So try very hard. Don't give up.
Yeah, some of you folks
And
here,
you never
boys and
know.
girls, you could be on display in one of these future art projects in Crown Heights. Do you guys know what the grand prizes are for the winner? The grand winner, which we will be presented with in a moment, is going to walk away with a bike. And the first, after the next prize winner will walk away with actually a chocolate fountain. And the third prize will be a $50 Kahus gift card. There has been dozens and dozens. I'm actually waiting to hear from HQ how many contestants, how many projects were brought forth. An amazing amount of number, which means many of you deserve and will be receiving an automatic prize just for entering the raffle. You can actually go to the Altz website and see all of the contestants you'll find over there. Baruch Hashem, many And what we have now boiled down to are the top 8 contestants. Unbelievable. You guys have really showed so much creativity and so much skill, bringing out theme Moshiach in so many different ways, either through real art or through presentation, voice, and slideshows. In a moment, you guys will actually find out who number 1, number 2, and number 3 will be. But as I mentioned, every one of you will really walk away with an automatic prize for each contestant. Thank you. And also, we want to say that next year, there will be another Moshiach contestant. And this contestant will happen in Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh, with judges of folks maybe from, Tchias HaMesim. We will have another contestant. And also, I think while the judges are deciding in just a few more moments, I want to bring to your attention a school that has won a prize for having that entire class to get the honor of seeing a real 4D VR, actually, Mikdash experience. And so it was a grand raffle, and there is a winner. And so I want to show you now on the screen the winner of this raffle for the school who got the VR Beis HaMikdash experience. Congratulations to the 5th grade Benois Menachem of Crown Heights. Well done. There was 80% of their class that had done the project. All schools, all classes that had 80% of their class do the project, they entered a raffle. And as a matter of fact, I believe already last week, they got their VR Beis HaMikdash experience. Please, you can view all the prizes on tutaltz.com/contest to see all of the projects. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring back on our judges to please tell us who winner number 3, winner number 2, and winner number 1 is for the raffle. Let's start with winner number 3.
On behalf of the 3 judges, we have in 3rd place, we have the Heidingsfelds. That is 3rd place. And in 2nd place, we have the Greenfields. And in 1st place, we have Drun.
Congratulations, everyone. Let's get a big round of applause. Round of applause to our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winners. This is unbelievable. Congratulations. Let's everyone give a big round of applause for our 1st place winner, going to Simcha Doran. Mazel Tov. The 2nd place, we have the Greenfeld, and 3rd place, we have Heiningfeld. I would like now to congratulate the other 5 runners-up contestants who will all be receiving a special prize. And of course, that's Miriam Tevel and Chanela Tevel. That's Vorle Vigler. It's Kayla Chayampur. And that is Rachel Mandel. You guys are the other 5 runner-up winners for this contestant. Judges, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. And boys and girls, do not forget next year's contestant, next year's raffle will be in Tufshin Peidala with Moshiach Tzidkenu. Right now you see on the screen an interesting spiral image. I'm going to actually present in the chat box right now a link for you to click on. This is going to be a souvenir that you can walk away with. You're going to print that thing that we just sent in the chat, click on that, print it, and for instructions of what you need to do, check this out and you'll have a souvenir. So follow these instructions. Check this out. Look at this video. This is what you are going to do. Fill in those lines, such. Keep going, and you'll have a souvenir that you will be able, a really cool souvenir, a very cool picture to remind you always of this rally that we had together. Okay, so on exactly, just keep going, that image, follow the link, print the image, and you will see a very, very cool image that will come out. Boys and girls, we are just about at the end, and no rally will be complete before we do Torah, Tefillah, and Tzedakah. So I know you guys have tzedakah boxes as you demonstrated in the scavenger hunt. Please take a coin or two, everybody, and put something in the tzedakah box. We want to thank you all for coming. And boys and girls, look out for future Tut Altz curriculum coming your way. And we have some summer learning for you. If you're an adult or if you're a child, we have some great summer reading and learning. Visit the websites. Of course, you need to get a hold of these stuff. Go to tutaltz.com/summer and you will be inspired. It'll be a summer of a lifetime. Boys and girls, it's been amazing. As always, we conclude with the tefillah that a Moshiach should come. We conclude that all the psukim, the achtos, the singing, the creativity, the koch of Mashiach that we brought today, with the over 125 households that have participated in this Farbrengen and the hundreds more that will watch this online on YouTube and other platforms, this should be the final call for Hashem to send the Rebbe to lead us out of Galus, and we pray that it be today. L'chaim v'livracha, and have a great rest of your week. Kol tov.